Hi everyone, Marcia here. I am back today with another YouTube scrapbook process video for My Creative Scrapbook. Today I am using the June main kit, and this kit featured the gorgeous Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush collection. This is part 2 of a video series I am doing on how you can use your cut file in a couple different ways. So in part 1, we use some Distress Oxide inks to add an ombre effect to this cut file. And at the same time, we used it as a stencil to create a background on another piece of white cardstock. And then we went and we added some machine stitching in orange thread. Now that I have the machine stitching on the positive of the cut file, I am roughing up the edges a little bit because I don't like things to be totally flat. I kind of like to add a little dimension to my layouts. And right now, torn edges and bent up papers are really kind of trending, and I've always kind of liked that look, so it's not new for me. I do this a lot on my layouts and add little tears and stuff in places. I've bent up the edges of my sun rays here, and then I went and did a die cut circle that I could add in for the middle of my sun. And I'm going to use some foam tape to pop it up from the background a little bit. And I have a beautiful sun for a summer layout. Today I'm scrapping a photo from our Hawaiian trip, and we visited the Polynesian Cultural Center on Oahu. It is a fabulous place to go visit. They have a boat parade of all the different islands in the South Pacific. So Hawaii is featured. These red costumed dancers are on a boat, and they are wearing costumes from the Tonga. You'll see Samoa and Tahiti, all different beautiful costumes and different dances from the different Polynesian islands. If you are on Oahu, this is a must in my opinion. You have to go here. And we also did a luau here as well. I framed my photo with some of the blue pattern paper from the Sweet Rush collection and added some dimension behind that to pop it up from the background. I fussy cut the whole sheet of this gorgeous floral pattern paper. So this adds lots of embellishment opportunities for you. I love to embellish with flowers, and sometimes the die cut ephemera packs just don't have enough flowers for me. I want more. And fussy cutting a floral pattern paper gives me lots of die cut flowers to play with. These flowers were easy to cut out. When you're fussy cutting, it helps to use a very sharp scissors. I use a cutter bee scissors, and it works really well for me. Has shorter blade on the scissors is key for getting in the nooks and crannies in some of the more delicate patterns that you're trying to cut out. Fussy cut the whole sheet of paper, even those half flowers, because you can tuck those underneath the photo or behind another flower. So make use of the whole sheet of pattern paper. So I'm just playing around and moving some of my embellishments around, putting some foam tape behind some of those floral pieces that I fussy cut out. I'm using some palm leaves from the die cut ephemera pack to frame my photo and also be a backdrop for those pretty floral pieces that I fussy cut out. This kit also came with the Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush thickers. They're phrases with holographic foil accents. So there are phrases you could use for titles, and I decided to use the "loving this" phrase for the title on this layout. They also have hearts with some foil accents on them, really pretty, adding just a little touch of something on your layout. To make it easier to transfer the title to my layout, I like to stick it onto a ruler first. I'm using a Thicker's guide here, and if I just loosen up the bottom of the phrase from the sticker sheet and transfer it to a ruler, I can then move it to my layout and move it around before I actually stick it down to make sure things are centered. It works really well. The Thicker's ruler guide here comes also with a circle wavy edge, so you don't necessarily have to put your Thickers down in a straight line. It's a really cool tool to have. So I'm adding a few of the dots from that holographic sticker sheet on here to add just a little more color, little pops of color. You could do ink splatters with some spray mist too if you wanted. I did not do that. I thought those dots would be enough. The June main kit also came with some chipboard stickers. These were not Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush. We sometimes can't always get everything in the collection that we want with the shortages that there are and shipping delays. This chipboard is Echo Park Pool Party collection, and it actually goes with the Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush collection really well. They're summer themed thickers, and the one that I'm using says best vacation ever. I don't always like the thick chipboard on top of things that I've already popped up on my layout. Sometimes I think it just adds too much dimension, makes it too thick in my album. So I actually peeled the chipboard off the back of this and then just use the paper front on my layout. That's my layout. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to check out all the kits from My Creative Scrapbook. They are amazing. And if you haven't seen part 1 of this video series, go check that out as well. It's a fabulous layout. Bye-bye now.